So, spring is in the air. When spring is in the air, that means new growth on the trees, and it means time for some new babies on the farm. So, join me today as we collect some eggs, do some candling, and see if we can't incubate some eggs and get some chicks. Time for their scratch, can you tell? Alright, let's see if we can. Well, they've left me some eggs. I think we got a couple. We're over here at our Jersey Giant coop. Let's collect, see if they have any eggs for us. Oh, we got 3. So here we are in my bathroom. It's a little weird place to start a video, but honestly is the only place to achieve what I'm wanting to. It is that time of year, spring is in the air, so it's time to hatch some chicks. What I have done is I've been collecting eggs throughout the day, a little more frequently, bringing them in, putting them on the counter in the cartons, only keeping the clean eggs. If there's any dirty ones, put them aside. Don't put them in the pile for incubating. It's best to do it daily. I have 2 days here, so I'm keeping track of what days are what by the way the egg cartons are laying. I am going to candle these eggs. So what candling is I'm going to shine a light up in the egg through the shell with a flashlight. This is a Magic Fly egg candler. Got it off of Amazon. They're really quite inexpensive, bright. But what I'm going to do is candle these eggs one at a time, and I'm going to be looking to see if they're fertilized. If, I'll get some good shots and you'll be able to see what the insides of these look like. We'll be able to show you the difference between what a fertilized egg looks like and what a non-fertilized egg looks like. So let's bring you in for a closer look as we candle these eggs. See if we can't see the start of some babies. Oh, it's dark. Now you can kind of see. So I'm going to start with my giant eggs first. These 5 here are the prior day's eggs, so we're going to start with those and see if we have any babies. Cool, see if she can glow. Now what I'm looking for is to see if there is a little black dot in the egg. And that one doesn't appear to be fertilized. So we'll put it back down and I'll go ahead on to the next one. The yolk. Yep, that one's fertilized. So what I'm looking for is that little tail that's next to that yolk. Right there. I don't know if you can see the darker spot about right there. Let's see if we can do another one. So as you saw, this was a yes. So because this is a yes, the next thing we want to do is go ahead and mark it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and mark this with just the number 1. Just like that, nice and small. If you can see the 1, okay? And then I'm going to put it in the keep carton, and then that way I know that this is a fertilized egg from my Jersey Giants from day 1 of collection. On to the next baby. So we're still on day 1. And let's see if I can see if this one's fertilized. Yeah, right there. Little dark dot. Right about there. see pretty good? Right there. Oh, that one is. You can see it right there. So out of the 11 Jersey Giant eggs, I ended up with 6 that were fertilized and 5 that were not. So we have 4 day 1 collection fertilized and 2 from day 2 collections fertilized for the Jersey Giants. So now I'm gonna candle my other flock, which is my mixed breed flock that has the Jersey Giant rooster, who is only 7 months old. So we'll see if he's doing a good job yet. Let's check these eggs. Checking these eggs will actually be quite interesting because they're all different colors and shapes and shell thicknesses because of all of the different breeds. So it'll be fun. Let's see. Oh, it looks like we have, definitely can see in the white egg, the fertilized part. So that is a day 1 carton here. I almost forgot what day was what and which carton was what. So let's put a 1. And these, I don't have another carton. This is a olive egg or egg. So if this is fertilized, we will get a mixture between a Jersey Giant and an olive egger, and it is fertilized. Sure is. So that'll be fun. Kind of a little experiment. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, that one's fertilized as well. He is doing a good job out there so far. Too. 5 for 5. See, now this is an example of a fertilized egg, but the shell is not ideal for hatching. It's just shaped extremely weird. The shell's not smooth, so it's not one that, even though it's fertilized, I'm going to try to hatch. Here is a olive egger that is fertilized. Another Americana, and she's fertilized. So these will be Americana Jersey Giant mixes. What I'm hoping for is to get the colored eggs without the flighty bird. That would be a blessing, but we'll see. So out of the small hen flock, which is the mixed breed flock, we ended up with 3 eggs out of a dozen that were not fertilized, and the rest were. So far I have a dozen plus 2 eggs that are fertilized. So I have another half a dozen to go through, and I will show you where I store these while I collect eggs for a couple more days so that we have enough to fill the incubator. After I've candled the eggs and ensured that they're fertilized, I like to keep my eggs someplace that I'm going to see those eggs throughout the day. And it's going to serve to me as a reminder to alternate the tilt of my eggs. I use an empty egg carton because most people who have chickens have plenty of egg cartons lying around. And I just tilt the eggs like that. So tilt one end. Now, every morning or every night before you go to bed, you're just going to want to alternate the tilt. No different than if the mama hen had the eggs in their nest, they're gonna constantly rotate and move these eggs, ensuring that the inside of the egg is constantly, at least daily, once a day, being moved so that it's not adhering. Ideally, if you can do this a couple times a day, that's going to yield better results. But minimally, just do it once a day and you'll be fine. The other thing is you want to make sure that where you're keeping the eggs, one, they're not going to get knocked over or disturbed, because you don't want the eggs to be jiggled around a whole bunch, just the tilting. You're also going to want to make sure that the room they're in is of good humidity and temperature. You obviously don't want it to be too cold. You definitely don't want it to be too hot and dry, because that'll dry out your eggs quicker. With that being said, when you're collecting your eggs and picking through what eggs look the best as far as shell quality, shape, size, things of that nature, cleanliness, you're going to want to only do that for up to 7 days. We do it here on our little farm for about 5 days. We try not to go up to 7. Again, though, everything I've ever read, researched, or other YouTubers I've watched say you can collect eggs up to 7 days and have that time to sort through to get the best eggs, so that you do have the best percentage for positive outcome when it comes to hatching. Another thing is, like I said earlier, just make sure that you're storing these pointy side down so the air sac stays at the largest and flattest part of the egg. But that's it. It's a really pretty simple. These will sit here on my work surface right here in my great room where I see them all day throughout the day, and I will rotate them a couple of times. As I said, I'll collect eggs for about 5 days, and then at that time I'll start incubating those eggs. So hopefully in this video today you did learn a little something. I know when I started out trying to incubate eggs, I still didn't know what I was looking for. I'm still not the greatest at it. All you can do is try, and each time you try you learn a little something new. But that's it. Collecting the eggs, candling the eggs, storing the eggs until it's time for incubation. So next video, we'll incubate, at least start the incubation of these eggs, and I will bring you along for that. And until then, please, if this is something you enjoy watching, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to ring that bell so that you get the notifications. Until next time.